just not careful with me. So if I be trying to convince you that I'm coming, you don't fuck me, bitch. Wait till you put those out there for me. Because I fuck with you. Then sit up in here and try to talk you into fucking with me. You know, make me with you. And sit up in here and try to talk you.
10 minutes.
10 minutes, bitch.
We don't have enough money for a producer, Penny.
Sorry.
Is this thing still on, though?
Are we good?
Yeah, we're good.
All right.
Wait, hold on. I press the button. Yeah, it's a pause right now.
I don't look fat, right, guys? I'm like,
Yeah, but it's okay.
I ain't wanna.
I'm sorry, just get the gym. Get in the gym, you know?
Fuck y'all. I hate y'all. Hey,
Love y'all niggas.
y'all niggas is vegan. Y'all vegan
I
though.
hate you too.
Hey.
Hey, edge control. All right.
I was helping them. What'd you do? Going backwards on it?
Shit, reverse on them bitches real quick.
Oh my god. Okay.
Hey, Mo.
All right, so we're in that bitch. All right, here we go.
Woo.
All right. What's going on, guys? Welcome to the 22 Kandles Podcast. My name is Addison,
Oh my god. It's your boy Chris.
And it's Trevor.
and we're four people sitting in a room around a table with a candle. So we are sponsored by our app, Kandle Music. This is pretty much the best app that comes in the music industry in general. We're all about the artist. All you can do, well, not all you can do, the best thing you can do is upload your music, select your streaming radius, and live stream. And you can chat with everyone in your selected area, you know what I'm saying? So instead of streaming all around the world and getting lost in the sauce, you can select your radius and build your community outward, right? Plug. Follow us on on Instagram at Kandle Music, Facebook, Twitter,
And the fund me.
and the Spot Fund. I always forget that shit.
I don't.
We never forget about Spot Fund. So check out our story on spotfund.com/candlemusic. Check out our story. Donate. We're trying to raise $25,000
$25K.
for our app, for the podcast, for our business in general. So check that out. Appreciate it. All right, so let's get to the topics today. We're still recording? Cool. All right, let's get to the topics today.
Well, now we're just checking the levels.
Did the beat go off? All right.
Yo.
So, I guess since this is episode 6, this is episode 6.
Yeah.
This is episode 6. All right, so
Damn.
being that this is episode
Damn.
6, I know we feel like, look at us, content dropping. Creators.
Proud of you.
Right? So, being that this is the 6th episode, we feel like we owe you all some sort of service in terms of telling you who we are. So, yeah, I mean, jump into it. You guys go first. I don't want to talk.
It's like, nah. Hey, I mean, so what, just like about us in general, right?
Yeah, I guess us in general,
Yeah.
just like who we are as human beings, bags of meat.
I'm an alien.
Reptilian shapeshifter.
Exactly.
Came from another planet far.
Hey, well, I mean, you know, it's in the beginning. My name's Chris, aka Polo Parachutes. Follow my YouTube channel, plug,
Gang.
aka 301 Grayson. Check out my music on Apple Music. Link in the description. It's like, no, yeah. I mean, these are my homies. Like, you know, Addison, Trevor, known them niggas since we was like 4.
Yeah, Jesus.
Do we have a picture of that joint? Nah, we got a throwback picture though.
We got a lot of throwback pictures.
Yeah.
We got a lot. Yeah.
Yeah, we gonna plug some pictures in this joint.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah.
I got a big head. Don't even judge me. This time. I was light skinned too. I was like transparent.
You still all light skin.
But I'm caramel now. I've got some sun. But then when I was fresh out of my mom,
Penny?
I was like transparent. Trevor's still transparent too.
Yeah, these niggas is fools, yo. But yeah, like knew them forever. Penny's new. We like her now.
Yeah,
It's
she
like,
knew
nah.
on the block. Yeah.
It's like, nah. And yeah, like we just out here grinding, trying to make shit happen. Why did we start the podcast? Well, why do I think that we should have? I'm glad that we did start it. It's just to make like a platform, you know, for us and other artists and for the business too.
Yeah.
I let them talk about that more and shit. But it's just 2021, you know what I'm saying? We just good vibes, trying to get it and, you know, keep the party going. So I ain't gonna talk too much. So I'm gonna pass it.
It's like that was dope. That was dope.
All right, well, I'm Penny. I am originally from Burlington, North Carolina.
Gang.
And I moved to Maryland in 2018. I met Addison in 2014, and I met you guys 2015.
1 year later.
No, 2016. I think I met you guys. You
probably met Trevor before
You
me.
came to
For his birthday,
his birthday.
Oh, yeah.
You couldn't make it, and then I met you Thanksgiving that year.
Oh shit, at the house.
Yeah.
And I brought my
Yeah. So,
Oh, way back
Oh, don't worry. I wasn't about to make it either. I was broke.
So I'm not happy.
Yo.
But anywho, and I Bro, the reason I think that we should start the podcast is like Chris said, it's good for business, it's good for promotions. You know, we're getting our name out there, our brand out there, who we are, what we want to do for the community through music. Because that's why we're all here. We love music.
Yeah, we do love music. All right, so I'll go next. Woo! I'm Addison. So I am from Maryland. These are the bros. Literally, Sandbox. Penny, this is my woman. Stop looking at her so hard. I can see it through your eyes, through the screen. She's gorgeous, isn't she? I know. It's like, no. So this is my woman. We met in college. I was in the drum line. She was in the flag section of the band. And it was like, I was like Nick Cannon. And he was like, well, who's that girl in the movie who he ended up getting with? I was Nick Cannon. That's important. I was Nick Cannon.
Who was that?
My bad.
Uh-oh, it stopped?
Nah, I just had to mute it because it was lots of noises.
Your laptop was like, I'm Nick Cannon. So we met in college, and then boom, bada bam, here we are. And so I mean, I'm just a regular guy. I mean, I like business, I like music. I mean, you know, I was in the band, so here goes the music app. Right there we go. So yeah, I mean, that's pretty much all about me. I really think that we have started the podcast because again, we love music, but what's important is that we're black too, right?
Yeah.
So being that we're black, you know, ownership is one of the biggest things that we're starting to realize as we get more and more into the years, and you know, realizing like our equality, right? Equality, and we realize that there's a power that we don't have, and so that's what we were trying to be a part of, the power shift in general in terms of music, because everyone, you know, black culture is cool. We're pop now. We're pop culture. We went from urban to pop culture, popular culture. So if this is just who we are, we might as well be ourselves on camera. So now we're pop culture.
Real shit.
All right, so there we go. Trevor?
Oh, yeah, it's me. I'm Trevor. Follow my Twitch. I'm plugging that in there, twitch.tv/Rover. Yeah, known these niggas since I was real little, 4, 5, 3. Kindergarten, I don't know. Moved to North Carolina when I was 13. Moved back up here in 2015. And yeah.
It was a sad 2 years of my life.
2 years? What? I was going for like 7.
Yeah, I was saying that was coming quick too. Shit.
Oh my god. It was a long time.
Shit, what do I do? Yeah, I'm just the guy that sits behind the computer.
He's not just a guy. He's the guy.
The guy. I'm the guy that sits behind the computer. Does all that fancy tech stuff. So.
Yeah.
Finesse.
And I'm not going to be repetitive because they literally said every single reason why we should have started the podcast. So,
amen, brother. Amen, brother.
Let's get it. Let's get
Look
it.
at us being on camera inside of a home, sitting in chairs with microphones. Look at these. These are bendy arm microphones too. This is not something. We're not holding no mics.
We professional with our
what kind of
shit.
camera you're on?
Oh yeah, I'm gonna get a new camera when Joe drops those stemmies. So.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Joe, we need those stemmies
I need a
ASAP.
laptop or maybe some investments. Anyways, we are like, I can say we are business guys and women too. Like outside of just talking on a podcast, you know, we're all doing our own either side gigs, main gigs and side gigs, extra side gigs. You know, we have like 10 fingers and they're all in like different little
That's real
like pots
shit.
of different stuff. You know what I'm saying? And we, again, diversity is key. Even if it's like vertical integration. You know, okay, vertical integration is like if I came up with a candle company and then I came up with a glass making company, so then I can support my candles with the glass that I bought and we keep the money going in the same area. There you go. Quick, the description right there. So, yeah, I mean, that's what it's all about. Vertical integration, being business people, making a difference. It's not all about the money, but it's all about doing something that you love so you don't feel like a slave.
Right, and having fun with it.
Yeah, and have fun.
That's
like,
super
Most
key.
importantly, having fun.
Yeah.
We all have different personalities, and that's what makes us like come together as one. You know, like not all of us. I definitely don't think like y'all. But anywho,
At all.
But it's okay. But that's what makes it different. What makes it unique, because it's just like you have 4 people with 4 different personalities that come together to make something really fun and cool.
Yeah. We're dope.
Fuck with us.
We're cool people. All right. So that's us. And what's the next topic? We were
That
going
was
to
a
talk.
long introduction.
That was a very long introduction.
Pick one artist and discuss why they motivate you.
Okay.
Okay.
Shit, I want to go first. Woo! First, all right. Most motivational artist to me, in terms of just everything. Well, I guess the person that I am is that you know, I'm real business motivated, right? So naturally, I think I like Rick Ross, right? I think everyone usually like Rick Ross is now like the new, I guess, quote unquote Jay-Z. People who are like make a lot of big moves and then you know they're gonna make it up and up and up. But it's not going anywhere, right? So Rick Ross is one of like my biggest motivators in general. Like 2020 was my Rick Ross year and everything. I wore like purple all the time and in all different types of colors and things like that made me feel like Rick Ross, right? But it's not just him as a person. I didn't want to feel like, oh, the boss, right? I want to feel like.
Did he wear purple? That's like his favorite color or something?
I don't know if his favorite color, but I saw a picture of him wearing all purple, and I was like, that's my vibe for 2020.
Hey, okay,
that is just my vibe. I'm when I walk past you, you're like, what is that, lavender? That nigga floating on ice. That was like the vibe that I really tried to take on, right? So I guess like the main reason why I feel that way is, yes, of course, he's a businessman, right? Everyone's a business person, but there's kind of ways I see about it, right? So rappers, when people think about rappers, or at least young black people think about rappers, our younger generation, they think about rappers, they think that's one of the biggest ways you can get money, right? They're like, you're a rapper, you're rich. One, that's wrong. If you're a rapper, you're not rich. And Rick Ross, he actually exposed that at one point. He was like, if I forgot what song it was, he'd be like, nigga, I saw them at the club and I saw them and I got actually into it. And all the chains was fake, all the watches was fake. And I was like, okay, exactly. So if he's talking about the fact that it's really just entertainment, it's like moving past that fourth wall in like a movie when like the character's talking to you as a watcher, you're like, oh, is he talking to me? So like when he like pushed past, like, okay, look, this is just entertainment. This is what I'm actually doing behind just rap. And he didn't start, but he brought into franchises. He's in the healthcare field now with, what is it, Jet Doc.
Damn, I did not even know
it's
that.
Like, it's like an app that's coming where you can like get a doctor on call, boom, just like that. If you don't have like a main healthcare provider or something like that, and that's anything right there, because we're in COVID, we're in the Great Reset. This is the next step, and everything is all about healthcare. It's all about taking care of yourself. It's all about feeling like you have some sort of security. So just thinking about that takes a certain business mind outside of just food, outside of just rap, outside of alcohol, outside the entertainment industry, and actually caring about people as well. Do investments, which makes you rich, which motivates me. So there we go. Rick Ross, that's my vote right there. What about y'all?
I'm gonna give my vote to Russ, actually. I watched another interview of his last week on $1 Million a Game with him and Gilly.
I like that podcast too.
Yeah.
That kind of stuff, yeah.
Yeah, and it just goes back, like, he's always teaching or trying to teach the younger generation of rappers, people in general, on how to like save your money, how to, if you are a rapper, make sure you go into your contract with some leverage, etc. Like, he's just trying to make people financially literate.
Have a lawyer or something. Or at least know what you're looking at reading.
Yeah. He's always trying to make people financially literate. But we get back to some of the topics, because I wanted to go into that from the podcast actually.
I do like Russ though. Like,
did you watch a podcast of his?
I didn't watch the full podcast. I saw a little bit of something of it, and I went to a couple more of his songs. He has millions and millions and millions.
Yeah, that's what I wanted.
Streams.
Yeah. Not even the millions and millions of streams, but also his damn, what's the word
catalog?
I'm looking for? Not his catalog, but his work ethic.
Okay, yeah.
I think like the reason, like, he dropped all of the hunger that he had to drop all of those songs every week.
Take dedication.
For what is that? 3, 4, 5 years. He was doing that shit since 2013, and he didn't blow until 2015, 2016. Long a week. Every
perseverance.
Yeah.
Every
You're missing
year.
vacations. You're not going out every weekend partying unless it's part of your promo.
Yeah.
Unless you're putting that on Instagram for like, you got.
He saw the vision.
Yeah.
You got to.
Yeah, and you got to trust the process too. Usually a year in, they're like, you don't see no results, you quit. That's not how you win
at all.
You got to do this short for like 2 more years minimum.
But like, just piggybacking off of his mindset really like changed a lot of things. It changed a lot of the way that I view a lot of things in my life now. So
yeah, it takes time. It's real shit. I fuck with Russ and Rick Ross.
Yeah.
The boss.
I think I would have to go with 50 Cent for his mindset and everything that he has to offer. Well, not really much to offer, but his music is good. His investments have been good. Everyone that is tied to him is pretty good. And my stepfather knows him personally. And like, now that's about to be a deal that my stepfather is going to do with him outside of music. But it's just that I look up to 50 Cent because he just has so many resources, and he's just so resourceful, and I feel like
he spreads up behind music too. He spreads up behind music too.
Yeah, it's just like he's just something that I would love to like just meet and just ask so many questions, like business endeavors, like your mindset, you know, what made you want to do different things, like what was the TV show? Power, like working with Power, you know, what investments did he make? Because then he invested in Bitcoin. Yeah. So it's like, what triggered him to do that? You know, like that's what I want to know. That's what's motivation to me, because it's just like, you started from somewhere, and then how did you get to where you got to outside of the traditional story, what he already told us?
Yeah. I like that too, because I was watching one interview with 50 Cent. He was like, you ain't making money until you ain't got to do nothing. You still making money. Oh yeah. And he was talking about how because he had to act in Power. He had to act in Power to make money first. He was acting. He was in the first couple seasons as like the guy's brother in jail. Then he got out. And everything. But he made like he was racking in that cash. He had already had cash. He was already a millionaire. But he did that, and then he got a feel for the story. And now he's the one writing for the story and hiring people and hiring actors. And now they got that part 2 joint.
Yeah, it's actually pretty good.
Yeah, he's chilling. You watched it?
I saw the last episode. I just recapped everything. I don't watch shit no more. I don't have time really. Yeah. I watch the finale and then just recap everything on YouTube.
Yep. You're like, oh dang. You know, that makes sense.
Right, you know what I'm saying? Like, sue me.
That makes sense.
But he's great. It's just all his movies have been great. His music was great.
You remember the video games?
I didn't actually play it.
What was it? Blood in the Sand. Get Rich Start Trying.
I didn't even actually.
I played Get Rich Start Trying.
Yeah. I played it with you actually.
Yeah.
I played that one time, bro. Even the movie was good too. Like Get Rich Start Trying.
Yeah.
That junk was gangster.
I done went back and watched Get Rich Start Trying a million times. I like the playlist, not the playlist, the soundtrack.
Just like that, you name like 4 different things of what he actually does, like what's hooked to his name.
So about me trying to convince you that I'm coming, you know, fuck you, bitch. Wait till you put hoes out there for me, because I fuck with you. And sit up in here and try to talk you into fucking with, you know, make me
Nigga. But welcome back to the pod. So we were talking about an artist that motivates you, right? So my artist would be Lil Baby, and I choose him because like he's like the next generation of like rapper or like big star, you know what I'm saying? And specifically I choose him because I've been following him since like 2017, 2016, like the end of 2016, so before the freestyle. And I was like, I hear something with this. Like this joint, it was just fire. And then he had dropped that music video with Young Thug, and then I think he was signed to Young Thug for like 2 seconds, and then he went to QC, Quality Control. But just in general, like just him coming onto the scene and then like running with that shit and like having fun with it and like just being lit and the energy that he brings, I was like, damn, like that's just dope. I like seeing up and coming artists and just people in general, like just
rise up too.
Winning, like exactly, like that's it. I think it's so finesse, and then on top of that, for him to not be stupid. Like I seen a couple of interviews with him talking about like some real money business shit, and like he says it in his songs too. Like, yo, I don't spend my money. Like I'm stacking this shit. I'm investing. I've seen clips of him like he's helping his friends and his homies like start businesses. Like I'm like, damn, yo,
that's dope.
It's dope as shit for him to be so young. He might be like 23, I think.
Yeah, he's younger than us.
Oh yeah, no, definitely younger than us. I know he's older than 21, but
that's how you know the new generation's here.
Yeah, exactly, and that's the whole kill, son. Like it's like the next generation is here. Like I never understood the hate on like younger generations and shit, like, especially like their music. It's like as an artist, I can respect you however you make your music. Like I might not like it per se, but I can respect the work that goes behind it. So
you're not lazy. You still got to do something. It still takes consistency.
You're turning nothing into something, and I gotta respect that. So yeah, Lil Baby would definitely be somebody that motivates me. Just like I said, he's energetic, how he's grinding and putting his friends and family on. So that's just fire to me. So yeah.
For me, one thing I do like about Lil Baby, because I always trash Lil Baby. Like I'd trash him as a rapper, not as a person, as a rapper only. And it's because I guess I have that hate for the new generation. It's not hate, it's misunderstanding. Right, I like disco, right? In old music.
So
dancing queen.
Yeah, that's my joint. I love ABBA. So, the one thing I do like about Lil Baby, right, and you just pretty much talked about it, his consistency, right, and how he like pierced through. Because when I first started hearing about Lil Baby, is when he became mainstream,
right?
And then when he became mainstream, Da Baby became mainstream. So the fact that you have to now rap to a new population of people who are just now hearing you, and there's 2 babies out there. You have to distinguish. Like, you have to be good enough to be distinguishable or to not get lost. Because the baby, he was grinding too. They're both grinding. And then they came together, and it was the babies. And then they started making songs.
The little babies.
Yeah, the little babies, right? And they made songs together. There's no beef. They're straight, but then they stayed in their lane. You know what I'm saying? And they were able to keep their name. If someone says Lil Baby, you know it's not the baby.
Yeah, you can differentiate between the two.
Know 2 different voices, 2 different songs, 2 different vibes. And I respect that out of both of them for staying in their lane and not getting mad about another person who has somewhat kind of it's pretty much the same name. And and being able to make that work without someone having to fall by the wayside.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's real shit.
So, let me have an input about people that don't like some music. Look,
Right.
send us your music.
Well, so next topic is which female/male artist would you like to meet?
It can only be one though.
Just one.
Yeah, you can't just. I don't know. I'm
male or
female. Look at me. All
Alright, Penny, I was saying shit. Yeah.
I would like to meet. Let's see. I can meet any artist, male or female. I think I'm gonna go the female route, and I would say I would like to meet. Let's go with Beyonce.
We could do 2.
I go with Beyonce.
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 Her music is unique. Everybody loves Beyonce, but it's more so where she started from as a kid, you know, and you worked your way up and you kept that legacy, and now you've established another legacy for your children. You know,
they'll be rich for years,
man, for fucking ever.
Exactly, and so it's like her mindset and how up to date she is on newest trends like the Beehive, and like she came up with her own Greek organization. Like it's cool, like everybody like slandered her name.
She has her own Greek organization.
Not really. Enough,
I was about to say, damn.
After what was that called, man?
The homecoming joint.
Yeah.
Okay.
All that they started doing the whole I mean, but you gotta be lit to have something like that happen. You know what I'm saying?
That's something.
Like the way that she comes together and come up with these ideas, and she's like staying up to date with us and with the younger generation. Like that. Too. It's hard, and she's still maintaining that same energy.
She showed that respect to Meg too. She was like, it was pretty much like a Godfather whole thing because she got on the remix, pretty much like, listen here, Meg. I know you're getting mainstream, but you ain't mainstream until I'm on your song. And then she got on
song.
Was it a remix or was it like a
remix?
Savage, yeah, she got on Savage.
Oh yeah, she did.
Savage was huge.
Yeah.
She was like,
Savage.
I'm also from Texas. It's time for us to get Texas wild. And then she
but they
like
donated
inaugurated her into
the But they donated the proceeds and like all those I think for everybody that listened to the song or every time it was purchased, something like that. They gave them money. It was like a donation towards Houston, to the city of Houston, Texas. So they were like doing different things, and like what she does on the back end, like her donations, like her clothing line, outside of her music. She's a dope person.
So if you could ask her one question though, like you were like in the elevator, and you were like, "Oh my God, you're Beyonce." She was like, "Hey, baby." Like, what is the one question you would ask her to make you feel like you had a worthwhile experience in the elevator for a second?
How can we work together to get Candle Music to get to where it needs to get to?
Beyonce, watch us. All right, which one do y'all want to go?
Oh, you.
Shoot, I'll go. Okay. All right. The artist I want to meet, and hopefully you're watching this video, and if not, I'll DM you, or try to find someone related to you so I could DM them through them to you, is Snoop Dogg, right? Snoop Dogg, that is the definition of consistency. He has dropped, okay, so we were just talking about this Doggy Style, right? Doggy Style, that was like the debut album when Snoop Dogg was like, I'm Jesus, and everyone was like, okay. And then
I thought it was lit.
Yeah, and then like I have the vinyl. I got the album.
Damn.
Like, yeah, I got the whole record. You bought that for one of my birthdays, right?
Yeah.
Or Christmas. We're in this for the long run. So, but from Doggy Style, he still drops albums at least once a year. Currently, like to this day.
Yep. I listened to the one. Was it? No, it was 2019. Was that the yellow cover one?
It was like a green one with like a dog.
Yeah, the green. Yeah.
He's still dropping albums. He's doing Christmas music. He's like, that is consistency. If you're ever like looking at the definition, like an example of doing something every single day for the rest of your life. That's Snoop Dogg. He
Yeah.
makes music. He's in movies. He's in the
TV
cannabis
shows.
and industry. Like he's TV shows. He does guest appearances. He's hosts for all types of like awards and all types of stuff.
I already got a contract for hosting those
Like
fights
boxing,
going
right?
forward
Yeah.
on Thriller.
Son, bro.
Yeah.
Bro. If I could
Care
meet
of the
Snoop
bag.
Dogg, not only would I highly appreciate all the things that other come with Snoop Dogg stereotypically, that'd be awesome. But I think if I can ask him one question, I would be like, let me hold $20
Of weed.
No, but if I were to ask him one question, I would be like what keeps you motivated to want to keep moving forward, and no matter how old you get or no matter like, because everyone's cool, everyone likes him because he's now Uncle Snoop. Once you have that like family, like Mama C or Mama D or Daddy S or some kind of Uncle something, you are now like established in like humans as like we look up to you automatically, right?
Right.
So like, what was it that you did to keep that so consistent to the point where people turn to you to ask you questions and like have you on that pedestal? Standardly, he walks into a room, everyone's like, "Oh my God, that's Snoop Dogg." You smell that?
That just
Really?
As Ariana's
See,
cousin.
hey, look, I'm related
Grande?
to you now. No,
No, my
her
little
little
sister.
sister.
oh
Little sister.
All right, boom.
Yeah.
Hey, shout out the
yeah, we
brothers.
famous in here.
Yeah, shout out to the
I
brothers.
see y'all
Out
hating.
here.
Shout out Kandle Music. Follow us on Instagram, Kandle__ music.
Nigga.
So that's what I would ask him though. In all seriousness. All right, Big Trev, Rovert on Twitch. Trevor spelled
Big
backwards. Take your time.
Take him out. That's the problem. Well, I was gonna say Russ because I had some questions, but then I realized that questions were answered. Wallow the Kid did a really good job asking him, like how much did you start with as far as your like recording setup, and how much like would you recommend somebody else to start with? Like, what do you need? He was like, all you need is headphones, a laptop, a mic, and the programs, and you're good. You don't need nothing else. But now I don't.
I'll be your role model. I'll meet you. My name's Addison.
It's hard to pick like one.
Mm-hmm.
Cause yeah, obviously I would want to meet. He wouldn't be my one artist, you know. He wouldn't be my one artist that I wanted to meet.
You don't like go to there's artists.
Yeah, if I went into a room and there was multiple artists in the room and he was in there, I'd be like,
It's like, hey.
hey,
Oh my God, that's Russ.
hey, all right, what's good, bro? You know,
That's funny as fuck.
but yeah, I'm gonna let Chris go and I'm gonna get right.
Shit. I'm gonna give it back to Trev. Well, I think it's like no, volleyball this joint. Now one artist that I would want to meet. And then one question that I would ask them.
Yeah, just one. Like if you like you're in an elevator, right?
Mm-hmm.
And like he's getting off on that stop, or you're getting off. Whoever's getting off, you're getting off on that stop. You have one question, and his phone is in his pocket, or her. So they have all your attention.
The phone died,
Right, the
even
phone
better.
died even better.
And then the elevator gets stuck. It's like nah. Damn, that's a good ass question. Cause I have so like to Trevor's point, I had like so many artists that's coming popping up in my head right now.
Remember this, you're in Silver Spring, all right? That's where Radio 1 is.
Mm-hmm.
All right, you're getting in an elevator, and one person from Radio 1 gets on that elevator. What is it? They're on the 6th floor. You got 5 floors down
To talk to this person.
to get a question out until their driver's like, hey.
Who is that
Don't you talk to
person?
him or her.
Or her.
Equality.
Shit. It would probably be like I'm tied between two people right now. I'm tied between Nipsey and
Why did Nipsey not run? Yeah, okay.
I'm tied between Nipsey and I'm tied between Pop Smoke. And of course, as we
You
all
can't-
know,
you can't
they're
get those
both.
guys
Right,
on
no,
that.
but if I
That's
could,
cheating.
if I could though, like bro, bring one of them back. Like we're trade. Like it's like nah.
Take Lady Gaga. JK, I like paparazzi.
Like it would be. I think I'm gonna run with Pop Smoke. Like I would like have to have interviewed him or met him. Like just like cause kind of to the same point of Lil Baby, like how he was like the next generation. Like Pop was that next nigga.
He was gonna be like the next
up
in.
Bruh.
Yeah.
Like he has a fucking movie coming out. Did y'all see the trailer to that joint?
Nah.
It's
I saw a picture. I was like, oh god, here they go trying to make money off dead people again.
I mean, of course he was alive before when they filmed it. Like he's actually in that joint. But like he was gonna be like the next Tupac, bro.
Yeah.
Like the way this nigga was attacking the game, like in all facets, like it was just gonna be crazy. And I hate to see like that potential just go to waste over like some dumb shit, son.
Yeah,
like
street nonsense.
yeah, like he was so much bigger than New York. Like of course New York was gonna rep that nigga till he dies. But like he was so much bigger than New York. So
yeah.
he would have definitely been one person that I wanted to like meet and interview just to just to get an idea for like that next generation, how y'all niggas is thinking, like what ideas do y'all have, cause it's not up to us, bro. Yeah, it's always the next generation. They're coming up with the new ideas and shit and like the new waves, like so to tap into that and just like you know what I'm saying, just to catch a vibe off of that, it would have been dope, I think. So that would have been the one artist that between him or Nipsey, we could do Nipsey next time, but it would definitely be Pop Smoke. Yeah.
Okay.
So I wasn't even picturing deceased. And it's gonna sound really weird, but one of the artists that passed last year actually, that I would have liked to meet was Juice WRLD.
Shit.
They
I
say
forgot
he's
all
still
about him.
alive, allegedly.
Allegedly.
But somebody's album.
Cap.
Juice WRLD is
Just
alive.
because of I don't know what's going through that man's mind when he freestyling or is like in those Cosmic Kev interviews and all of that. But like this man goes on for hours and hours on hours just freestyling for days. I'm just like,
And it's fire.
it's fire. Like everything's making sense.
Like yo.
So I just want to. I would have probably asked him like, where does all this come from? Like, are you writing this and then you're just like taking bars from each one of these and just throwing them in? It's like, oh, it works. Or like what's happening in your brain? That's what I would want to ask.
Transcriber next to him.
Yeah, no, that's a very good point.
Like it goes to like an earpiece, and then you got on the bus. And
And then Juice WRLD was young too.
Yeah, he was young.
young.
Was he even 21 yet?
Yeah,
Or
he was
might have
21.
just turned.
He was
He
21.
just turned 21.
Damn.
Well, that's also one of the issues with getting caught up in the industry, because once you become a rapper, once you start making money, allegedly, because I don't know, I'm not a rapper, I'm not making rapper money, but from what I've seen from interviews, what I've heard from people after they died and their friends and people around them is like once they get into the game, they really start making money. They start like they're working so hard, like going around tours, like tour, commercials,
Interviews.
all that kind of stuff, radio stuff, plugs for other people's songs, all that kind of stuff, to the point where it's like, okay, well now I'm doing drugs on top of that, right? So you're doing drugs on top of that, and you're working yourself half to death. Your body can't catch up, and then it's inevitable. We're just human, you know. We can only run on so many stuff, and it's not lack of sleep and drugs. It's sunlight and water and oxygen,
Right.
rest,
Exercise.
So, yeah, and it's all about like staying healthy and that kind of thing. So like another person that I kind of like, you know, Wiz Khalifa. Like I really mess with Wiz Khalifa. I used to because of his songs and like the vibe, and that was like my thing back in the day. But like who he is as a person right now, currently, he's still making music. He's like fighting. He's like doing UFC training type stuff. And you trying to close out on me?
Is that a sign?
Yeah. No, but like he's actually like doing other things too. He's with marketing and what's that other word?
Father.
He's a dad. Shout out Sebastian. And like he gives me that whole vibe too, though. You know, that's why he's one of the other people I respect too. But that was not part of what I was saying. But it is now.
That could be a next take
Yeah.
on like another podcast. Someone you respect, like artist.
Mac
Yeah.
Miller, son.
I was thinking
my
about him.
God.
Thinking about
Mac
Juice.
Miller.
Yeah.
Jesus. Be healthy, guys. Stay healthy.
Yeah.
Drink water. Get sunlight. Get some nature. Breathe in fresh air. And sleep. Sleep is
Yeah,
important.
sleep. Yeah.
Look at us turn into a health and wellness. Welcome to 22 Kandles Health and Wellness.
Take your vitamins.
22 tips on being healthy.
All right, there we go.
Hey.
All right, so you guys want to go ahead and wrap it up? What's the last topic?
And it's a wrap. That was the last
That was
one.
the last
Oh,
time.
that was the
Don't do
last one?
drugs, kids.
Yeah.
Oh.